I know what you're thinking. Did the raid do anything to the Lightfall story? Did it improve it at all? The short answer is no, it did not. It left just as many questions as... It actually added more questions as to what was happening than it answered. I don't think it answered any questions. The raid brought nothing. It was nothing. It was a giant waste of lore. Ugh, God, the Lightfall story is so bad.
While our attention was drawn to Neptune, something wicked stirred in the Witness's pyramid.
The Traveler caused the raid.
A life force thought to be lost, unknowingly revived by the Traveler's terraforming power. Its defensive display forever imprinted upon the vessel. The infamous final god of pain sought to use this paracausal power for his own curiosities. But it proved to be his final mistake. The people of Neomuna may now be free of Nazarek's influence, but the Cabal and Vex remain at their doorstep. Though an unanswerable question remains on all our minds. Where has the Witness gone?
Yeah, where did he go?
We must begin our search in the pieces it has left behind. It will not succeed for as long as we remain in existence.
Yes, where did it go? We have no idea. The raid answered nothing. Somehow the Traveler's attack on a pyramid ship somehow resurrected Nezarec to come back to life. Somehow. He wasn't chosen. He wasn't anything. Defiant Battlegrounds playlists are all available now. I guess they will be now because it's week 3. Root of Nightmares, yes, we will be doing a video on the raid when I get a chance to actually figure out how to do it, so don't worry about that. The raid is very pretty, but I was hoping the raid would actually add some sort of story to what had happened, and nothing had happened. Absolutely nothing was answered. It just raised more questions. How did Nezarec come back to life due to the light? He wasn't chosen by a ghost, but he was resurrected by the Traveler's attack on the ship caused him to come back to life. What? How did that happen? Not only did the Traveler's attack on the ship cause him to come back to life, freaking... Like, if you are resurrected by the light, you shouldn't have your memory, so he shouldn't know who he is. But he somehow knows who he is enough to know that he is Nezarec and that he should be fighting against us. It is so bizarre. It's a cool aesthetic, don't get me wrong, of like light and dark working together inside of the pyramid ship. But, man, it raises so many questions and it answered nothing. Nothing was answered. It is frustrating as heck. I really wish it would have answered something about the raid, or I wish the raid would have answered something about the Lightfall story, but it definitely did not. That is the biggest problem with Lightfall. Lightfall raised a buttload of questions, and it answered absolutely none of them. A lot of people have been saying that this Lightfall expansion was just filler, a stopgap between the Witch Queen and the final shape, and that they just needed more time to set up future plot points, and that this is just a stop measure for that. But my thing is that if that is the case, why even waste time doing this? It is so dumb to waste so much potential on just extra time. It's just a big disappointment overall. My thoughts from beating the Lightfall campaign to now have barely changed. The game has improved a lot of stuff. Quality of life changes for sure. Why are you glowing? That's odd. Quality of life changes for sure, but...
Hello, Guardian.
I mean, do I give
Welcome.
credit to an expansion for simply adding quality of life changes? I don't think so. The expansion has to tell a story, and the story it told was god-awful. I really wish there was... I really wish there was a better reason behind it all, and I really wish there was more to it, to the raid. But it is what it is. The raid brought nothing to the table. It answered no questions.
Guardian.
It just raised more questions. The Lightfall story is still in a bad spot, and nobody knows what's happening anymore. We're just going with the flow and praying to Jesus that things end up getting better. But oh man, dude, I am almost impressed that they messed up so badly that they wasted a huge amount of goodwill and potential here. It is nuts. But hey, it is what it is. My thoughts from the previous expansion to this expansion have barely changed. Everything is more or less the same. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing,
Guardian.
but
Welcome.
honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. I love this game. I love to hate it, but man, when stuff like that happens and there's just such giant gaps in the story, and they just raise more questions than they answer, and they just don't resolve anything, and it just, ugh, it's a gross feeling. Like, what did I waste so much time investing into this game when they can't even be bothered to tell a competent story? I am thoroughly impressed by how badly you messed this up. But hey, it's week 3. Welcome back. My rant's over. We're gonna collect our bounties, gather up everything we need, and then we're gonna go do more stuff. It's week 3. Apparently I missed a cutscene from week 1 that Bungie let people know about. That if you do like the EDZ Battleground, and play it all the way through, don't go to Orbit, get all the way through the commendation screen, you can actually see the cutscene.
All done.
So we're probably going to do that at the very end, so we can actually experience that cutscene if it's still there. But let's go to the HELM and see what's needed. Yes, we're going to the HELM. Destinations, the HELM. There we go. I think I said last week that I would try to do something else other than Strand. Just because Strand is... It's not getting old, but I definitely do wish that they're... I know they said... They've, like... I don't know if I should feel good about this or bad about this, but Bungie did announce that they were gonna... They revealed a lot of stuff that's coming next season as far as new fragments, new aspects, new weapons. Some of the weapons in the concept art for Lightfall aren't even in the game. They're actually weapons that come out next season, which I find very bizarre that all the promo art for this game is showing off weapons that aren't even in the game, and they're doing that as... like, they're doing that as a way to, like, show... Like, I think they're stretching content. Like, this expansion had so little content to come with it that they're stretching it out in a way where, like, you can clearly tell some stuff was cut from this expansion and made into content for next season, because they just had nothing in the pocket for this content drop, or they would have nothing for the next content drop if they introduced everything they wanted to introduce this expansion. It's crazy. I mean, I had this rapid fire sniper that they were selling at the tower. It's pretty cool. I think I might play with it a little bit more. I mean, I already have Succession, and Succession's a very good sniper rifle to start with, but I do just want to experience that sniper rifle for a little bit longer. Apparently exotic weapons do better damage than what's it called? Like, exotic weapons are more effective against miners because they have the 40% damage increase. So, like, the reason why everything feels so tanky lately is because I wasn't using an exotic primary. So I'm gonna try, like, a couple games with just Hawkmoon, see if it feels better.
Hail, Queen's Guard. I felt you reaching out. You shine as a beacon of ascendant power. Maintaining my connection is demanding, but by observing your astral wake, I am discovering ways through the ley lines that have never been charted before. As you move through the Ascendant Plane, you consecrate it on a paracausal level. Its borders fray and yield to your touch. The corruption within withers as you approach. For someone of your ability, one step through that darkness can equal 1,000 on this plane. 10,000. 10 million. A Shadow Legion prison ship drifts above us amidst the stars, far beyond our range. Or so they believe. Come to me and I shall open a path. Show them. Nothing is outside your reach.
We still don't know why they're taking prisoners. Why do they care about taking people alive? Mara welcomes you with unexpected suggestion using the Ascendant Plane to pursue the Shadow Legion into space. For someone of your ability, one step through the darkness can equal 1,000 on this plane, 10,000, 10 million. She asks you to report to her when you're ready. Infiltrate the Shadow Legion prison ship in Defiant Battleground Orbital Prison. It's from the EDZ, okay. It would be nice if we knew why they were capturing people alive. I don't know why, and I don't think they're going to tell us why until near the end of the season. Why would they care? Are they just doing it because they don't have any instruction from the witness with him being gone? They're just like, just trying to cause mayhem and try to weaken us as much as they can before he comes back? I don't know. Vanishing Step, Stylus Executioner, Finisher's Final Blow, create a burst of void damage, melee final blows, defeating a target with your shields depleted. Gives us an overshield temporarily. We should have some sort of finisher thing. Let's see. Finishers restore class ability. Finishers restore melee abilities. Finishers grant an overshield. Finishers heal you. Finishers reload all your weapons. Let's say finishers give us an orb of power. I think that'd be useful for our teammates. Alright, so we have a mission to do Defiant Battleground in the EDZ, so let's go do that now. EDZ, it is right above the farm. Let's pop one of these bad boys, because we're going to need more glimmer soon. The story intrigues me. I really don't care about Mara and being one of her ascendants. I wonder if we could become an ascendant guardian. It'd be kind of cool that they're like standard guardians. And then there are like ascendant guardians. Also, this whole guardian rank system seems kind of half-baked too. I've been watching a lot of people's reactions on how guardian ranks seem so bad and it's so hard to like level up. Although we should play loadouts +4. We should do something with the loadout system, though. I haven't had a chance to really mess with it. We have... how many loadouts do we have available for us? I mean, we have a couple, but maybe we might play with it a little bit more. I don't know. We have another Night Stalker next to us.
The newest Shadow Legion prison is all the way up in orbit.
Oh, it starts off in
That's too hot a drop, even for me.
Distance is no obstacle for one traversing the Ascendant Plane. Show them, Guardian.
The wonders of the Ascendant Plane never cease to amaze. I hadn't considered it a form of space travel.
The longer I've known the Guardians, fewer rules hold up.
We're using this to
Gravity,
climb
time,
hundreds of
even
miles
death
into
get
the
all
sky.
jumbled.
And yet, the basic rules of right and wrong never seem to waver, do they?
Not for us. It's what gives me hope in all this craziness.
It's funny that we're like, you can take one step in the Ascendant Plane and travel 1,000 steps forward. So if we use that logic and we just show you climbing up in the Ascendant Plane, you can just climb like 1,000 miles into the sky. And I'm like, really? Wow, that seems very useful for instant travel. Although I don't think Mara would want to be our permanent bus. Yeah, the hand cannon's dealing damage just up front. It's dealing instant kill damage to headshots. Light's destroyed. Huh. Oh. Wait, no, because that guy's holding the ball. There we go. We gotta throw bombs at the wall. I love Hawkmoon so much. It's my favorite hand cannon in the game. Last Word, Hawkmoon, and Ace of Spades are all up there for favorite hand cannons. There are other weapons that I really like a lot, but man, Hawkmoon just feels so good. Just wish I could craft it already. No, I missed the final shot. Dang it. Alright. The ship's up there, we can kind of see it. Man, no special ammo still. I cannot believe. So with powers like these, like nowhere is
Never seen
inaccessible
anyone get
to
that
us.
high up without a ship before. Hope the Guardian doesn't get vertigo.
The thought of jumping those chasms puts me right off. My belfry is plenty high enough, thank you.
Didn't you used to be a paratrooper, Devram?
I was, and I'm not keen to repeat the experience.
Oh, I was gonna revive you, buddy. Alright, whatever. So, with powers like this, like, nowhere is inaccessible to us. We can just traverse giant portions of space and time just because Mara allows us to walk in between realms. That seems heckin' useful if we're ever locked out of somewhere like a pyramid ship now. This allows us to get inside pyramid ships easily. Yeah, now we're on board. Now they have intruders. It's crazy. I mean, maybe this is how, like, enemies like the Taken spawn in and teleport into secure areas. They just manifest. And maybe this is because they just walk through the Ascendant Plane. Interesting.
The path forward is barred not by magic, but by technology.
The Guardian's ghost has within him the power of a splicer. He will hack the barrier in time.
Aw, yeah, baby. Mithraxes bring continuity. We are still splicers, after all, so we still have the power of a splicer with us. Protocol's hacked. Protect the ghost while he overrides. Oh, we gotta stay near him. That's my ghost too. Oh crap. That guy got overkilled. God, I love Quick Fang! Quick Fang is so good! Haha, you can't kill me with can't kill me with physics anymore, buddy. Can't kill me with raw damage. Locate the captives. Alright, forward more. Lightweight frame swords. Love lightweight frame
Scouts
swords.
report increased activity in the hangar. Perhaps they're trying to evacuate the captives?
More likely they're falling back to an area with air support. That's what I would do.
You pilots are all the same. Air support is your answer to everything.
Damn right. Otherwise we wouldn't have any infantry left to buy us drinks.
Sanctify this foul place with the magic of the Awoken. Use consecrated essences from the Taken to weaken their commander.
It's been a while since I used Spectral Blades. God, I wish Quick Feign was Void. God, Quick Feign with Void damage would be so good here. I think I still have my OG one in the vault, but this one has obviously better rolls and it has an origin trait, so it's not nearly as useful now. Having Unrelenting, you basically lets us stay outside indefinitely.
back at the farm?
I want to run a few reconnaissance missions first. We need intel on the witness and what it might be planning.
As you like. I hope you don't feel that you need to avoid us, though.
Just stretching my wings, Devrim.
Like, I'm just stretching my wings, Devrim. I'm not avoiding anybody at the farm. Yeah. You're not avoiding anybody, sure. You really just don't want to see Holiday at all, do you? We didn't have the most kills, but we had the most precision kills. That's good. And we didn't die at all. So, there needs to be more commendation. I don't know if the commendations we can give people are just the ones just for PvE activities. I gotta play some PvP, finally. I am not leaving here. I'm gonna wait to see if... I don't want to skip another cutscene by mistake, because that's apparently a thing that can happen this season if I go to orbit too early. Yeah, dude, man, I love... Wilder Flight, very good. Disorientating grenades, repulsor brace, and adrenaline junkie, dude. Oh, my goodness. Such a good ad control weapon, especially with Deer Falcons. That just reminds me, I still gotta do Spire of the Watcher in order to get Hierarchy of Needs. I still don't have that. Okay, what's the quest now? Speak with Amanda and Mithrax at the farm. Okay, what is happening at the farm? Okay, clearly Crow doesn't want to go back to the farm, because he knows Mithrax is there. I mean, Mithrax is his buddy, but also Amanda is there. So I guess he really doesn't want to see her yet. And maybe he's taking what she said to him to heart, as far as, like, they can't talk and deal with stuff like this right now. I don't know. I like Amanda as much as the next person, but for whatever reason, she is, like, the only person out of everybody who Crow has interacted with. Amanda is the only person that apparently just will not let go about the Uldren Crow thing for some reason. What's going on?
Hey, Guardian.
Hi.
We were just grabbing a little downtime. Gotta celebrate your successes, you know?
Amanda told me we must not forget to kick it back. Oh, we have accomplished much.
You drinking?
And saved many lives.
That's right. There's no I in team, but there is an A and an M. Please don't tell folks I said that.
What does that mean, A and M?
But yeah, we're a team. Any door I can't hack open, you splice through. We are in this together.
It is a privilege to join you.
Oh.
You and the Vanguard welcomed us as honored guests in your city.
Guests? The city is your home. When I first showed up at the gates, I felt like I belonged. And that's how it should be for everyone.
Yeah, Mithrax, you're a homie now.
I had thought you were born there.
Nope. I got there later. Same as you.
Amanda, you know our story, but I would very much like to hear yours.
You want to hear Amanda's story?
I grew up on the road. Long as I could remember, my family had been walking toward the last city. My mama told me we'd be safe there. She said that was all that mattered. But at the time, all that mattered to me were the jump ships in the sky above. I thought they were the greatest thing I'd ever seen. My folks tried their best, but the road's a dangerous place. When the House of Winter attacked, my mama fought them off best she could. Even killed a captain before they shot her. Pneumonia got my daddy not long after.
Oh.
I'd heard tales of people resurrected, chosen for immortality. But not them. They were just gone. When I finally reached the last city, I knew my mama was right. I'd be safe there. I was finally home. I learned to fly as soon as I could reach the stick. I never had powers like the Guardians or a ghost to resurrect me. But in the cockpit, I'm every inch as tough. every time I fly, I remember where I came from and who I'm fighting for. And that's all that matters.
They're focusing a lot on Amanda this season. I don't know if I necessarily like that, because I don't know what does that imply? That she'll play a greater part in the story, or we're just reminiscing about someone who might die? Because usually...
Thank you, Amanda, for your story and your spirit.
Yeah, well, we've come a long way, huh?
Yes, we have.
She has a robot knee on her leg. That's pretty cool. So she's not the best ace pilot, because she apparently, at some point, got shot down and busted up her knee, and got ruined by that. So I guess there's that. So yeah, she's pretty good, but she's not the best. Okay, what's the next one? As a fire team, generate 20 Awoken favors during the Defiant Battlegrounds playlist activities. Justice, ability final blows. Woken favors generated, and wait, ability final blows? You want me to get ability final blows? Okay, so it wants us to do the Defiant Battlegrounds playlist activities. Bonus progress for Strand. We can do it. Unstoppable Overload. Overload. Void Suppression is good for Overload champions. Strand Suspend is good for Unstoppable. Overload weapons are SMGs. Yeah, Hawkmoon's good, but if we need an SMG, obviously the best one is going to be the Manticore. We'll play with the sniper rifle again, Manticore, and what's good for Overload again? Stasis Slow. Oh, Bump in the Night is good too, because that can slow targets. That works. But yeah, they're focusing a lot on Amanda. I don't know if I necessarily like that, because it implies that she's going to die or something, or she's going to go away, or she's going to take a bigger part in the action. Like, she is just a pilot. Is she the best pilot that the city has? I doubt it. I think it's Crow at that point. She is our shipwright, which is like the person who manages and helps rebuild ships and sparrows for all the Guardians whenever they need maintenance, but I'm assuming she's not the only one. I'm assuming she's probably just the best one.
The Shadow Legion are collecting captives in their prison facility. We're still not sure why.
With the aid of my power, the Guardian will be able to breach their fortress.
Your help is welcome, Marakel. The Ascendant Plane is hostile to those dedicated to the light.
It's true. The Awoken have a more holistic view of the universe.
The Witness's forces are dug in. The longer we leave them, the stronger their fortifications will become.
Then we'd better get rid of them. Guardian, give them a Vanguard welcome, will you?
I really wish Crow was the Hunter Vanguard already. There we go. Easy peasy.
What stops the Taken from using the Ascendant Plane like we are now? Couldn't they just open a portal into the tower?
The energy required for such a traversal is massive. Even my capabilities are strained by the effort. But such a thing is not beyond possibility, especially for an entity as powerful as the Witness. The Taken corrode this reality like spots of rust on metal. Eliminate their blight and empower your balefire.
Easy enough.
It chaps my hide that the Witness has this whole plane of existence to itself, but it's still gotta make trouble on our doorstep.
That is the nature of darkness. The Witness will not compromise. It will not negotiate. Its victory must be total.
Lame.
Well, that's just unreasonable.
Lighting balefire should secure our breach point into the pyramid.
But the Shroud of Darkness must first be lifted. Dispose of these Taken, and the blights that provide them succor.
Wow, I'm just getting bombarded with stuff from a distance. Wow, I was killed by the architects by taking fall damage. Thought they made it so that you couldn't do that anymore, but apparently you still can.
The pyramid yields to the might of the Awoken.
Well, not all of us. This is only possible because Queen Mara is sharing her power.
Without her, I'd still be stuck in that pyramid.
and I'd still be trying to get you out.
The Shadow Legion are empty shells, animated by a will of darkness. Free them from their bondage to the Witness as you free the prisoners from their shackles.
Shot down. This is probably the most I've died in this playlist activity already. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm getting just lit up by all these little AoE damage abilities from these hobgoblins. These hobgoblins have killed me more than anything.
That's everyone cleared en route to the city. Good work, Guardian.
The list of people that owe you their lives gets ever longer. I'm sure they'd love the chance to thank you in person down the line.
Hey, who knows? Maybe one day they'll get to return the favor.
Alright, let's see. We'll stay here and see if it ends up playing the cutscene for us. Because, again, it's supposed to play at the end of the EDZ mission, but we'll see. I got... It's not the highest I have, actually. I need a grenade launcher. I wonder if I have any in our inventory. Cry Mutiny is one of our better grenade launchers still, actually. It is what it is. I wonder what... the story so far, I'm, like, kind of worried. I feel like Amanda's going to for sure die at this point now because we keep just coming back to her being like, yeah, look how cool she is. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. I should probably work on... I have so much I gotta work on still. I gotta work on the Excalibur thing now. Hierarchy of Needs still needs to be done at some point. I have to get that. I have to also freaking do the raid at some point. Man, there's so many weapons I still have to upgrade too. Is there a cutscene at the end of this, or do I have to play like the vanilla version of the EDZ mission? Oh, there's a cutscene. Okay, there is a cutscene. This would have happened at the end of week 1, but apparently not.
Hey, Guardian. Thanks for your help back there. Just need to clear out this...
Wow, you really shot him. Your trigger discipline sucks that much. He does not look like a Cabal.
Ow. Nice shot. Right through the heart.
Wait, what?
Thanks.
She body shot you? What?
We thought you were Shadow Legion.
Easy mistake. I'm just so beefy.
Right? Like how did you mistake him? You just
You're leaving
straight up
again?
shot him.
Don't you ever slow down?
Nope, not when there's work to be done.
Amanda. When your ship... I thought I might never see you again.
No time for that kind of talk. I'm here now. Let's get moving.
Man, with that cutscene plus what happened in week 1 with that terminal mission, man, she just really is just like giving him the cold shoulder for some reason. I don't understand why he is so enamored with her. Oh crap, we're launching into another one. Dang it, no, I don't want to do another one. Yeah, freaking Aldrin, or not Aldrin, Crow, bro, you need to... She's like so disinterested now. I'm like genuinely surprised that he hasn't gotten the memo. Oh, it's just taking us straight to the helm. Oh, okay, that's nice. I don't have to try to go somewhere else. Well, actually, we need to go to the farm, not the helm. But yeah, Crow, dude, just, like, she's not worth it at this point, in my opinion. You need to, like, just let her go, honestly. I want to believe that there's something there, but, like, you're putting yourself out there, and the fact that she's still struggling to come to terms with everything that's happening with you and her, it's just... It's almost, like, not even worth it at this point to keep chasing after her. If anyone is still around to hold a grudge, it is Ikora and Zavala. And if neither of them still hold a grudge against you, but for some reason she does, it is bizarre. Most women would be understanding of all this, of all the poor situation you were put in, but apparently she's not for some reason. Okay. Interact, let's see what she has to say.
Hell of a time on that Shadow Legion ship, wasn't it? Of course, I joined for other reasons, too. When you heard the story, I needed a home, a family, someplace to belong, just like Mithrax. He's amazing to work with. He's always so gentle around the tower. I forget he's an Elixni war captain. But man, I learned quick when we started tackling those prison transports. And once, he got jumped by 2 legionaries, and when I turned to help, he just shouted, "You need not waste your shells!" Man, he's a tough old bastard, and I absolutely love it. Bringing the fight to them for a change? That's the kind of thing I joined the Vanguard for. He's the best patrol partner I've had in years. But I gotta keep our comms closed. Last week, Devram heard me call him Crawdaddy. Nearly laughed himself unconscious.
I mean, cool. Man is clearly pleased with the recent attack on the Shadow Legion ship. That's the kind of thing I joined the Vanguard for. She talks about how much she enjoys working with Mithrax, as if to explain why she shared her story with the both of him and you. He's tough, old bastard. She tells you she's looking forward to continuing her patrols, then signs off. Huh. I mean, that's cool. I mean, yeah, he's an LXD war captain, you're right, and he's very difficult to kill. The Vanguard and its allies are working together. Okay, I mean, it's cool that she told him his story. I mean, it's... Wait, is there something more? No, there's not. It's just... That's cool that she told him his story, but, like, yeah, I mean, he's the best. He's the best. He's the best patrol partner I've had in years. Like, it's... I almost think, like, she's doing this just to make Crow jealous. To make him pine after her more. I don't know. It's bizarre still.
Mithrax Kel.
Aramis, I have nothing to say to you. I spared your life and you used it to return to your hate and violence.
I will not thank you for your mercy, or ask for your forgiveness. But I am not your enemy.
You spoke this way before. I believed your lies then. I will not do so now.
I saved your daughter's life. I know she is the future of the Elixni. But the machine spawn will never allow us that future. Again and again they cut us down. When we seek to unify our houses, when we seek power for ourselves, they will never see you as their equal.
And you believe that we are equals? You bow to the witness and a god of the hive.
We are the leaders of our people, and we must find power where we can. You did the same when you chose to live amongst those who have slaughtered us for centuries.
I have ended that violence.
It has not ended. You just live behind our enemies' walls. Your house relies on hope as much as mine does. I want us to be free, to be gentle and care for each other. I want us to be weavers and dancers again. That is why you did not kill me, because you want this as well. But until we control our own future, the Elixni will never be these things again.
Serving the witness isn't gonna give you that future. Like, you are crazy if you think that he or it or whatever is gonna give you any promised future that you think it's it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna give you whatever future you think he has promised you. Has he fulfilled any of his promises to anybody? Like, all of his disciples have died. And there's nobody left to vouch for, like, his kindness. And yeah, I do this for, like, we'll never see you as equals. Like, most of the Vanguard likes Mithrax and the Elixni. They see them as equals. Like, freaking Saint 14 is the biggest proponent of that, too. He was the one that hated those guys the most, and he's already like, yo, he's, like, my best friend now. Like, it's great. Like, everyone's here's working together. Nobody here thinks that they're better than anybody else. It's crazy that she would try to get to Mithrax and be like, no, you gotta work with me because I'm fighting for a better future too. Really? Has the witness fulfilled any of its promises to you and given you anything to look forward to? In Season of the Seraph, it was all about, like, how it was bending her house and turning them into scorn as punishment for her own failures. That doesn't seem like a benevolent benefactor. It just seems like it's punishment. Like, you're just stuck in this weird in-between place now where, like, you would help us if you could, if you thought we would survive the witness's assault, but she's scared to do so because she thinks that we're still gonna lose. If and when we get to that point where Aramis believes us, like, we were going to win, she's gonna immediately turn tails and just join the winning side. That's her only thing. Mithrax joined us way before we had a fighting chance against everything else. Like, he joined us in Season of the Splicer, back when, like, there was no legitimate reason to believe we could win. And that was before the Witness showed up. Or before we had any idea about the Witness. and he still decided to join and help us. Then with everything that happened in Season of the Splicer, we still stuck up for him and still worked together with him, despite everything. But the fact that she's trying to get to him, and the fact that he didn't say anything near the end makes me think that he's contemplating, like, oh, they don't see us as equals. Like, yeah, Mithrax, you're a bro now, dude. Everyone likes the House of Light. Nobody's disputing that. I think she's just worried that it's not going to end well for her, and she wants to try to get under his skin. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. It's interesting that she reached out to him. I thought that she had died. I was also even suspecting that she would turn tails and ask if she can be forgiven and she can join her house with ours. Maybe with the witness gone, she's not as afraid of him as she once was, and maybe she was trying to like appease or reach out to Mithrax to be like, hey, is it too late for me to join up with you guys? Like, 'cause I'm just, now that the witness is gone, I have no interest in helping him now. But nope, she's reached out to him to kind of like belittle him for his choices even more. And he's like, no. Like, because before she was trying to like convince us that he wasn't as benevolent or as nice as we claimed him to be. And now it's just like, well, actually, I'm fighting for a better tomorrow for everybody. I was like, really? I don't think so. They were originally fighting to like regain the Traveler way back when, or to hope that the Traveler would bestow them with power. And now the Traveler's off the table. The House of Light still stays. They still believe, not in the Traveler and the Light, but just in the camaraderie of their friends. So like they still stuck around despite the fact that the Traveler is 100% just not a viable source of return anymore. It's not a viable place to put your faith in now. But nope, she is under the impression that, like, no, you're still wrong. Like, alright, believe it if you want. It's odd that you would try to come here and flex like that, despite the fact that we're still fighting. Don't take it to heart, Mithrax. We still like you way more than her. The first season of Defiance weapon you decode each week will have Deep Sight. When you earn a Defiant engram by completing non-Battleground activities, you will earn an additional one. Vestian warns spending a Defiant key at the end of the season of Defiance Battleground, in which you receive favors of grace, justice, and zeal, will reward an additional Defiant engram and War Table reputation. I have to wait till week 4 for this? Oh, man. Spending a season of Defiance Battleground key at the end of the season of Defiance or Legend of will increase the amount of gear granted. Yeah, we might as well. We have 2 engrams. These cost 4 to decode, so there's no real reason to get them yet. Recovered Leviathan weapons. Do I want to bet my roll on another sword? I mean, I got Gold Tusk, but it's not Deep Sight. A Relentless Strike Whirlwind Blade. It's still a pretty good one. Swordmaster's Guard, Honed Edge, Jagged Edge. I mean, the only good thing about Gold Tusk is that it just comes with so much ammo. You can go on really big rampages with this. It has the highest ammo capacity of any sword. And it swings the fastest, so it has maybe a potentially higher DPS than everything else. And it just lets you deal so much more. Man, how many do I need to craft it? Do I still need 5? Excalibur. Wait, swords. I need 5 deep-sided swords to get it. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. Briar's Contempt. I'm actually oh, we should maybe check the... I am curious. I don't care about the weapon so much, but I do want to see what the armor looks like for the Hunter. Bite of Trepidation suit. Cloak of Trepidation. The weird plant aesthetic is... It's kind of hard to get behind. It kind of looks like a cowboy hat, weirdly enough. It's very flamboyant and very out there. Like, it definitely makes a statement. Does that glow effect still persist, even with the shader? Oh, it kind of does. Man, it's going to be really hard to make this suit work. I mean, it's really flamboyant. It's really hard to make this look good on anything. I mean, I like the huge shoulder pads for sure, but man, it just, that helmet, it just makes it look so hard to make it match with stuff. Boots of trepidation. Yeah, it's all plant themed. This is supposed to be like darkness themed armor and plant and like light themed armor, like a combination of both. You have light and dark like ripple effects through it. I mean, it looks alright. I'm still trying to get Acolytes of Nazareth Corix 3. It's definitely a very interesting look for the suit. Because it's like plant themed, it's bug themed. You have all these little lights all over you. Grips of trepidation. Weirdly enough, this armor is like symmetrical. Like, this is one of the only sets in the game where the hunter armor is symmetrical. I mean, it looks alright. It'll be kind of hard or interesting to see what kind of build we can get out of this for looks. You can almost get like a darkness themed here. What does it look with incinerated silver? It's kind of hard to make it look like it's made of that. Wait a minute. There was like the one again. Envious Touch is like pyramid tech. Oh, it doesn't really change much on that either. Skelligul? No. Dreaming Spectrum? That's like the Bones flavored shader. Oh no, it was a... Well, there's this one, and then there's... Kite and Slate. Yeah, Kite and Slate. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. What about the helmet? Mask of Trepidation. Man, it looks so bizarre. It has like a bunch of tiny eyes on the side of it. Oh my god, it looks gross. This looks gross. You could make this like a darkness themed set. It just looks so weird. Those eyes don't change colors, do they? Oh, they kind of do. Man, it just looks like a crazy looking set. I mean, the coolest part is probably the cloak. Just to get just a giant cloak with shoulder pads that are just crazy big. But man, it's hard to make it look good. I like the big shoulder pads, but it just looks way out there. Like, you'll make a statement with this for sure. But this is like a pay to lose set of armor for the hunter, because you are so big, or you increase your silhouette so much that you just become an easier target. Because hunters are supposed to have like a slimmer profile. Yeah, because like Kite and Slate, this like gets rid of glows most of the time, but no, it doesn't for this. What is it? Dreaming Spectrum? God, it just I don't know how to feel about this set. The set looks cool. Does it look better than King's Fall? I mean, it might by a little bit, but not by much. Wait, I know I'm not gonna look at their weapons because again I don't care for their weapons, but do they have shell from the raid? Doesn't look like it. Do they have a ship from the raid? There we go. Gift of Cruelty. Yeah, it's like a weird, like, bug-themed ship. They do not have a sparrow for the ship. No. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. I don't mind it too much. Okay, well, I mean, that's the week, I guess. The story, I've already said my piece at the very beginning, and I kind of vented for a bit about it. How I feel about the campaign as a whole. Lightfall, there's like my review is there. If you want my review again for Lightfall, just look at the final playthrough of our playthrough for Lightfall. There's like the final little section of that episode kind of gives my honest reviews at the time, and in my hopes that it would get better with the raid. It did not. The raid didn't add or subtract anything. It just raised more questions and kind of showed that their storytelling is just on the back burner right now. So it is what it is. I don't really know what to think of it. But I mean, I don't know where the story's going here yet. I mean, we're doing stuff, and it is compelling because it's including characters that, you know, you'd hope to see. But yeah, I'm gonna keep at it and keep grinding off screen. We're definitely gonna do a video for the raid. I gotta watch some guides. I'm gonna try to work on the Vexcalibur catalyst in order to get, you know, extra things for that, and I'm gonna work on getting Hierarchy of Needs. I'm pretty much gonna be grinding that too. There's so much to grind. I'm hoping I get that Hierarchy of Needs soon, just because I don't want to have to. I have to do it once a week right now, or otherwise I have to switch to my Warlock and my Titan, and both of those guys are stuck at the Lightfall campaign, so I gotta finish the campaign on both of them as well, which is gonna be a pain. So it is what it is, but yeah, guys, for the time being, we're gonna call the video here. If you liked what you see, or if you agree or disagree with anything I've said about the review of the campaign or anything like that, just let me know down below. It's some hot takes. I mean, I love this game, but I don't love it all the time, and sometimes they just do things that just frustrate me, and especially with this last expansion, it's been a hell of a frustration. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, until next time.